Tesla Model Y, Juniper to refresh. We're at Tesla in Fremont right here. And did you guys know that you can test drive for 48 hours now? Not all Teslas, but certain Tesla, you just have to call and let them know ahead of time. They'll let you test drive it for 48 hours, so you get the full driving experience. You have to charge it at the supercharger. They give you a cap of about 200 miles. It's super easy. So we're gonna have this car for 200 miles for 48 hours. We love the new front light right here. This is the Model Y Juniper. They redesigned the front, they redesigned the back. They got a little indentation on the mirror over here. Looks very nice. Super sweet back end right here. It says Tesla, and at night the light will glow. It looks really good. This one over here opens very smooth. You push this right here. Look at that nice smooth operation. And what's cool about the new Model Y is that now these seats are automatic. So also this one right here, when you are removing it, there's a place to store it down here, which is very nice. See, you can store it down here and it stays out of the way. It has a space for it to fit, sort of like that. And these seats right here, look at this, boom, look at that, it's automatic. And this one too, boom, it's automatic. And you see how the front seat moves forward? So that way it adjusts so that the seats can fold down all the way, and it's all automatic to bring them back up, push like that, and that comes up, and this one comes up. Super sweet, I love that feature. Very nice subtle design, and also the ride comfort is improved, so super comfortable, and it's refined. Everything is nice. There is less gear stock. You still have the signals, and let's just go inside. I'll show you really quick. Let me close the trunk right here, and then we'll hop inside. So I forgot to mention, if you want to schedule a test drive, I do have a referral link down below in the description. Use that, and you can also book a referral. Remember, if you want the 48-hour test drive, you have to call them and ask them for it in advance. Some locations offer it. The Fremont location in California, Bay Area, does have it. There's a couple other locations like the Stockton. I know like the Santana Road does not, but nonetheless, go to your local Tesla or call your local Tesla and ask them. If they don't have the 48-hour test drive, they will tell you which one has a 48-hour test drive. So that's how we have the 48-hour test drive. The difference here is that now when you want to shift and drive, let me move my chair up, and it's on the screen. There's no more stock over here. So we're gonna have to press the brake right here, and you can go up for drive, back for reverse, just like that, tap to park, and then you have the signal over here. So you have the stock. I do like the stock. I do not have the stock in the Cybertruck, and they do not have the stock in the Model 3 Highland refresh. It's all on the steering wheel. It takes a while to get used to it. This is still a little bit more convenient. And of course, we have the beautiful light in the front. The screen, I believe, is the same size as before, but they have a thinner bezel, so it looks more bigger. You have the ambient light on the inside now, and you have these sliding doors here for the storage compartment. It looks nice. Nice space right there. And what else? Oh, the premium material. So this is a newer material here, and the speaker grills look different too, right here. And they added more speakers, so it has better sound. What else is new? This is the same. You still got the panoramic window. Oh, the seats are now ventilated. You actually have 4 ventilated seats. If you go to seats right here, you have front, you got heating and cooling for the front. You have heating and cooling for the front over there and the back too. And then also, remember like I said, those seats back there? Here's the crazy part. From the front perspective, say I have my seat all the way back right here, right? And I want to fold those back seats. I'm going to tap this right over here. Once I tap this, we can look right there. It starts to go down, and this seat right here moves forward so that has room to go down completely. And then this goes back to the original position. I love it. It's just genius. Same thing happens over there. And then when I want to close this, same thing. I go over here and I can go ahead and push this. And now I can reverse it and it closes. Super nice. Like that is a very, very nice feature. Tesla did not have to do that, but they did that, and that is like really awesome. It's one of my favorite features. I know it doesn't sound like something very useful, but it's very nice. And in fact, it's very useful when you are loading from behind, you are loading from the back. It's just convenient to be able to open the chairs and not have to go in, open the door, move the seat forward, and get it all the way down. You know, when the front seat blocks the back seat from falling down, you know what I'm saying? So it's very convenient. I'm excited to test drive this and see how it performs. This is going to be my first time ever in the Model Y Juniper. This is the long range one. They don't have the performance yet. This one does have the full self-driving, which is really nice. I always recommend full self-driving if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, then get the $99 per month. That's a super good value. Full self-driving is a game changer. It's very convenient. We're gonna do some full self-driving so you can see how it works. So you can see right here, we have 1,453 miles. We just want to note that because they're gonna give us about 200 miles on this 48-hour test drive on this long-range Model Y. When I first test drove the Model Y before I actually bought it, I test drove the 2023 Model Y long range and it was very comfortable. And I decided to get the Model Y Performance 2023. I love the performance, but it was a very harsh ride. People said the long range is more comfortable. Now, this long range is super comfortable, and when they come out with the performance on the new Model Y Juniper, it's going to be very comfortable too. They also improved the noise deadening, so it's going to have better sound dampening. Inside it's going to be quieter. So anyway, enough talk. Let's go to drive. We're just going to go to a quick destination and let's go navigate. We're going to go to our Korean restaurant here and we're going to let this thing drive automatically for us. So safety belt on. It won't do autopilot unless you have the safety belt on, and pretty much I think we can even as far as just go here to the home screen, and I think we can just start. Release pedal. Yeah, so right now I'm parked, right? This is something that even my Cybertruck can't do. I can just tap right here and it will start going. Tap brake to confirm, release, and we are full self-driving right now. I'm hands off the steering wheel. Oh wait, it's going the wrong way. Where is it going? It can't go this way. Oh, full self-driving failed. It failed already. Oh, hang on, it's gonna go in here. Oh my gosh, it failed. Oh, let me see. So it's gonna back out. Oh wow, it's pretty smart. It knows it's a dead end, so it's gonna back out. Let me see how smart it is in terms of backing out. Is it gonna be very smart? It's not doing the best way, I think. This is not the best way to back out. I mean, it's okay. Okay, hang on. So now it's gonna go forward. Oh, it sees the parking spot here. It's gonna go in here and take this parking spot and then now use that to back out. That's pretty cool. That's pretty smart. Because I don't know. I think with the Cybertruck, it might have just stopped and then asked me for instructions. So now it's trying to go forward. Wait. It thinks this is a way forward. What? No, now it's backing up. Okay. So it knows what it's doing. It's backing up. Okay, here we go. We're backing up. Don't hit that. Nice. Oh, no, see, it's backing up this way. No, okay, now I have to interrupt it because it's trying to go out that way and I know it can't. All right, so we have to help it a little bit here. And plus, you know what? I want to actually drive it just for a little bit so I can feel the acceleration, feel the suspension, and see how this thing drives. All right, here we go. We're just going to drive a little bit ourselves. Here we go. Nice, smooth. I like the Model Y more than the Model 3 because of the seating position, and I have a lot of family members that say the same thing. Mainly if they have a family and they're a little bit on the more mature age, they like the Model Y because it's just more convenient. It fits better. It's not as sporty as the Model 3, but it is more convenient and it's more comfortable, and you have a higher seating position, much more roomy, and yeah, very comfortable. Oh yeah. It's definitely more comfortable than my Model Y Performance for sure, even going over that bump right there. All right, we're gonna take a stop right here. We'll let that car go up, and then that one's on the ambulance, so I'll let them go. They have their lights on, so we'll let them go. All right, here's a stop sign for us. All right, we'll turn left here. The signal stops are nice. All right, turn left here. Let's punch it a little bit and see how this thing performs. Woo! Oh yeah, that's nice. Yes, we got a lot of power in this electric vehicle because you have instant torque. Just like with any Tesla, performance is amazing. So here we go, punch it again right here. Oh yeah, that's sweet. All right, and see how quiet it is on the inside. They have double pane glass all around, so it's much more quieter now. And we can go to full self-driving right now. I got my push this button to go full self-driving, and it should stop for that vehicle. Nope, it's gonna just go forward for it. And then everything is autopilot. So it has a map here. It shows us where we're gonna go. I can see there's some traffic there, but this is all autopilot. So full self-driving is a game changer. And with all the Teslas, even the Model 3, Model Y, S, X, Cybertruck, they all have the full self-driving. It is one of the best features you can have on any car. I just love being able to relax because it takes away a lot of attentive effort. You should still be attentive and watch the road and be alert and take over when you're ready, but it saves you a lot of energy, especially when you're tired. It's less fatigue to drive. I can drive much longer distance and it's more relaxing. It's just like having a backup driver and you're just kind of, oh, stop there, oh, go there. You know, you can adjust it a little bit or just let it do its thing, because nowadays the full self-driving is so good. You can go end to end from one location to the destination without intervention, except earlier where we had a weird situation because that location had a gate, and yeah, that was a bad example. But anyway, again, everything is automatic. So far, so nice. Very comfortable ride, super quiet. Acceleration is punchy as expected. This is the long range, and they do come out with the performance sometime later on that will have more performance. The long range, I think, is ideal for most people. In fact, I think it's ideal for everyone, except if you are like a very sport enthusiast person and you just want to have the extra performance boost. But honestly, you're not going to notice it after a little while when you start driving this, because any Tesla, especially if you get the dual motor, it's very fast already. So this is very good. So we're just gonna wait for the traffic to clear up and head out. So there's also, oh, there's different modes, I forgot. So you see right here, we're on standard. So if you actually go to your dynamics, you can control the acceleration for chill or standard. They're gonna try to change lanes, but this is fine. I'll just let them stick to this lane. Don't do that. So the full self-driving is pretty smart sometimes, and it will change lane because it thinks this one is too slow, or it thinks somebody in front is not moving. It's fine. It's moving along just fine. We gotta stop there. We're gonna move up here. All right, here we go. We got the autopilot going. So you see, I don't have to worry. It turns right for me. It goes out the lane. It signals. It goes. It's perfect. See, I don't have to do anything. Very nice autopilot right there. We can change acceleration to chill or standard. We have the deceleration. You have the standard or reduce. This is the auto regenerative braking, traction control, steering weight. So this one is not the performance. So you don't have the performance, so it's just chill or standard. Chill is a little bit more conservative, which some people might prefer if they're not used to having their throttle very sensitive, because you have so much power. If you're not careful and you accidentally step on the acceleration, you have an instant surge of power. So I love it to have it on standard because I want to be able to tap the accelerator whenever I want to get the full power. But if you want to be a little bit conservative, you can go for chill, and that way you have a little bit more play before it goes fast, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. The interface is nice, it's smooth. It's the updated interface that they had on the Cybertruck in the beginning, and now they rolled it out to all the cars. All the Teslas, they have the updates on the software that continuously improves the driving experience, improves the entire car ownership experience. Oh, by the way, these new Teslas, they have a camera right here. So if you notice, it told me to touch the steering wheel slightly because it noticed that I was staring at the screen and not being attentive to the road. Very nice, because before they had the camera in cabin, the older Teslas, basically you have to keep touching the steering wheel. That's how they know you were alert. So now they have the camera in cabin, makes it much more convenient. And if you notice, I have glasses and sunglasses and you can still see my eyes. I like that feature. Before, in the beginning, they had a little problem with that. Anyway, we have about 12 minutes to our destination. We're gonna continue driving. The experience is great. I love everything about it so far. I will give you an update once we get there, once we have a little bit more driving experience. But if you guys are interested in getting a Tesla or test driving a Tesla, there is a referral link in the description of the video. That one should give you some extra incentives when you actually buy your Tesla, and also it gives me some incentive too. So I appreciate you guys if you use that link. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. First drive with the Tesla Model Y Juniper complete. Our experience so far, extremely comfortable, much more comfortable than the Model Y long range and the Model Y performance of the previous generation without question. It's also more quiet, and the full self-driving is very smooth. It keeps the speed limit and it brakes very smoothly, accelerates very smoothly. I have full confidence in the full self-driving. I don't know what they did, but they updated the full self-driving. Probably because I normally use full self-driving on my Cybertruck, and the Model Y, Model 3's full self-driving is better, and this one is really nice. Also, the ambient light looks really nice. We put it onto purple right there. We got ambient light there, and we have ambient light back there too. So it's a very nice car, perfect size, not too big, not too small, good headroom as any Model Y. Being in the Cybertruck a lot, I feel like the Model Y is a little bit smaller, but it's much bigger than my Honda S2000. So it's a great car, love it. The experience is fantastic. Anyway, we're gonna go eat, but let me know if you have any question. We have this car for another 47 hours because it's a 48-hour test drive. And by the way, if you want to test drive any Tesla for 48 hours, there's a link in the description of this video. You use that link, that's a referral link, and then schedule a test drive and call the test drive center and ask them for a 48-hour test drive. Not all Tesla centers offer 48-hour test drives, but if they don't offer the 48-hour test drive, they will refer you to a location that probably does. You can call them up and schedule it. It's really nice to be able to test drive a Tesla for 48 hours because you have the full experience to drive it, to supercharge it, to sleep with it in your garage, and just really feel how it's nice to own a car where at night you just go charge it at home, and then in the morning it's full and you don't have to worry about ever going to a gas station. Anyway, we're gonna go eat now. I'll catch you guys later. Comment down below if you have any questions.